Griffin Gaming, man, what can I say? The problem with his channel is that he's not really, it's not that he has unpopular opinions or whatever. It's not that he's edgy. No, my biggest issue with Griffin Gaming is that the guy is just really freaking boring. Like, he's just so dull and so predictable. That's why so many people don't even really bother replying to him that much. And yeah, that's all I really got to say. What's that in the background? Is that a freaking fairy? This game is full of useless details. But anyway, yeah, Griffin Gaming is just very boring, very predictable. He's not even interesting like other, anti-woke people. You see, with other anti-woke people, they're so stupid and, have such a layer of irony to them that they're interesting. Like Synthetic Man, the guy who claims to be base and whatever, yada, 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 is racist, single, touching 40, still lives with his mom, financially, irresponsible, buys games that he doesn't like. What else? What else? What else? Probably or actually has never been laid. That's interesting. That's some interesting lore. Like, I see Synthetic Man as a future Chris Chan. In fact, Chris Chan himself is way more interesting than Griffin Gaming. The Critical Drinker, another anti-woke guy who claims that the film industry is dying, even though, there's still plenty of good films coming out and bad films have always existed. Critical Drinker, he has such stupid opinions and he's so misinformative at times that, a lot of the response videos to his own videos are very entertaining. Griffin Gaming, not really. I mean, what's his stake? He just calls games woke and complains about modern games. I feel like, that's already been done to death and, it's just not interesting. All right, so let's see here. Can Griffin Gaming just get a regular job? Can he go out into the civilian world and get a regular job? I mean, that would be a lot more financially reliable than just, constantly e-begging on YouTube and whatnot. Oh, wait, let's see. Or wait, can he join the military? Well, not looking at that face, I don't think so. I mean, he could probably drop some pounds in basic training. Let's see. Oh, wow, he has merchandise. Yeah, who buys this crap? Like 200,000 subscribers, barely getting 100K views. Or actually, no, he hasn't gotten over 100K views in a while. That's the shocking part of it. And he's still selling merchandise. I guess that's why he can't really, afford to quit YouTube. He already invested in this useless merchandise that only, unemployed people would be interested in. Like, I've seen better shirts at Hot Topic, buddy. Anyway, Griffin Gaming, I give this YouTuber 3 out of 10. He has a nice Leafiest hair impression, but other than that, his opinions are very basic, very predictable. Just calls everything woke, blah, yada, 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 popular game bad. I feel like Synthetic Man just does it better, at being a grifter.